Today is Wednesday, and I have not really picked up the camera in the past 2 days. I haven't really been feeling so well because my Whoop tells me that my hydration needs some help. So I've been making this little concoction since I woke up at like 7:30 this morning. What's going on, people? I'm driving to Brooklyn right now to pick up Bailey, and I just wanted to take the camera with me because I got like a 45-minute drive or so, 37 minutes, Waze says. And I wanted to chat a little bit. And a good segue would be the fact that I mentioned Waze. Waze is actually a company that was founded by an Israeli Jew. And the thing that I want to talk about is, what is it with the fact that you have this small, tiny, minuscule percentage of the population, the Jewish people, that are so hyper successful? Like, I think statistically we make up less than 1% of the entire world. Yet a big chunk of that small percentage, or I can't say a big chunk, but enough of them to make waves like you see in today's world, are in influential enough positions to be controlling some of the most, or having founded some of the most influential and powerful companies in the world. And why I want to talk about that is obviously because there's a lot to be learned. You know, there's the political side of things, and there's, you know, the anti-Semitism side of things, but ultimately I think there really is a lot of lessons to be learned. And there's a lot that I can speak on personally. You know, like, if you wanted to learn about the founder of Waze and, you know, where he came from and his story, pick up his book. If you want to learn about, I don't even know if he has a book, honestly, like, listen to his podcast. I know he did a podcast recently. If you want to learn about Adam Newman and how he started and, you know, got ousted out of WeWork and now he's worth over $1 billion, go read his book. You know, like, and on and on and on. But from my experience, like, there's always this connotation made between Jews and business and success with, like, oh, your dad gave it to you, or oh, you're it's just built into your culture, man. You know, like, you're Jewish, you're wealthy automatically. And it's like, what I'm trying to say is essentially that we have a lot of things built into our culture that allow us to succeed. Point blank. Not even going to sugarcoat it. And what are some of those things? And what are some of the things that you can take as examples from that culture and implement it into your own day-to-day life? All the people that I've spoken to in my life that are monetarily successful, the one thing, the one answer that they all give me when I ask them this question: how influential, how much of a role has tzedakah, has charity played into your success? Every single one of them answered one word. You know what they answered? Everything. It plays everything. Because without charity, without tzedakah, why is God going to trust you? Why is God going to trust you with more? You want to make more? How are you going to show God that He can bestow that wealth onto you, that He can bestow that money onto you? Homies, it's been about a week and a half at least since I've been able to, like, properly pick up the camera and really, like, dive in. We had a flight today, Bailey and I. We're going to Europe tonight, and the flight got delayed till tomorrow morning, which is a real bummer because I planned this flight to be just the middle of the night, not missing any work hours, and now I'm going to be taking off at 9:30 a.m. and there's really, like, no way to feasibly cancel this flight, cancel all the other accommodations, and then the next flight, and then the next accommodations, because there's just, like, a lot of moving parts. So I'm definitely feeling a little down, but everything is from God. I'm excited to be going nonetheless. And I think I've been sitting here, literally here, maybe outside, a couple phone calls, but probably for 12 hours, 13 hours since the morning, just dialing in, getting work done. And then once I found out the flight was canceled, I was just like, holy shit. Like, I really need to make sure that, like, there's nothing open-ended when I board that plane. I don't know if you guys could see the lighting that I was trying to capture out there, but it's just so beautiful when it, like, rains, but it's still sunny. Wow. I mean, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. bit of a plot twist. Our flight got canceled. Let's just say that it's been a little while on the phone canceling reservations and bookings because everything was riding on that flight landing, because there was like a hotel for that night and then a flight to the next destination and then accommodations at that place and then another flight. So everything was kind of just one domino went out of place and the whole thing went out of whack. So I spent a lot of time on top of working just canceling these bookings, because the soonest flight that they were able to give us was a few days after like the rest of the dominoes were in place. So it's definitely not going to work. But I heard that it's because maybe the EU is having some sort of strike with their airline workers. Everything is from God. I'm not going to lie, it did feel like a kind of slap in the face, but I trust it's from God. You know, everything that's happening is for a reason. So we're here now. It's going to be here for Shabbat. It's Thursday. It's about 8 p.m. I got a learning call, a chavrusa, at 8 p.m., 2 minutes. But I just wanted to tap in and tell you guys a little bit about what those 24 hours have been like. Where are we going, Bills?
We're going to talk to our Rebbe. We're going to talk about Hashem for us.
That was so well said. What's going on, people? Shavua Tov. It's like 10:45 on a Saturday night. And I've been sitting here just scheduling my week, taking a look at what I want to get done, prioritizing for this first full week in July. And that primarily is going to be sales for the newspaper. Because I've been spending a lot of the past 2 weeks, and I've been MIA, on finding and cultivating ways to do lead generation for the business. The newspaper is a very unique sort of business and structure where you can't just come up with an ICP, plug it into a software, you know, isolate it by or filter it by company size and just get, you know, verified leads. There's very specific businesses that would benefit from, you know, investing in marketing with us. So I've been diving into different AI mechanisms or tools and how to really build out a system that can automate lead generation and verify, you know, the decision makers within those companies. So I'm not a coder. I'm not somebody who has a background or like knows how to, you know, build things out in that way. But what I do know how to do is find softwares that work and kind of plug them in. I mean, webhooks, Zapier are like great ways to really kind of build out different frameworks and systems and test them out. So this week I'm going to be testing out that lead generation and really punching out sales. What's up, people? It's like 9 p.m. making some dinner, and one of my hacks, I'll show you guys how I turn an old dinner into a new dinner. So this is Shabbat's chicken soup. As you can see, we do really dirty, delicious, flavorful chicken soup. And what I do is I strain, wow, this looks very unaesthetic. I strain the soup, pick some chicken, some of the celery, some of the carrots, and we add some magic spice into the soup. And, well, we haven't added the spice yet, but this is the soup, all the flavors in the water. And throw that in there, throw that in there, throw this in there, hard boil some eggs, and we make some ramen.
Wait, it's nice. Valid. Yeah.
Posted this on. What up, homies? I want to say good morning because it's the first time I have sunlight in the video for a couple days, but it's afternoon. It's 4:15 on the money. Good day today. Good big sales day today, and thank God we've definitely been having some great success with it. I've been a little distracted, under the weather, but like getting back to myself, and overall just grinding, doing what needs to be done. Got some things going on. Going to be back in LA next week, so I'm wrapping up this week here in New York. And once we get back there, definitely going to hit the ground running on some exciting projects. I was actually journaling this morning, and I was writing down just a couple of like more creative side ideas for what could be done to take advantage of that time. So very much looking forward for that, for getting back on the ground there. What's going on, people? It's almost 10 p.m. here, Tuesday night. I was supposed to have a video uploaded today, but unfortunately, I think this is the third week in a row that I'm not posting, and I was seated here earlier, just parsing through the footage that I had, trying to put something together, and something very important for me is that I have a vision, and in that vision I need to make sure that the content that I am putting out there is top quality. And these past 3 weeks I've just been bogged down with like an overload of work responsibilities. I was sick for a couple of days, just dealing with some personal stuff. I had a trip planned to Europe that got completely canceled and really threw a lot of things up in the air for me. And it's just life, like it gets in the way sometimes, but I am not going to let it stop me from putting out the quality that I want to. And this coming week, God willing, I'm going to have something really awesome prepped, with some great value, great juice, which is hopefully what you guys are watching right now. And, you know, I am a bit let down by it because, like, I set out to do this with all the other reasons in mind, but to, like, have a bit of accountability for myself to make sure that I am consistently providing the value that I spoke about in the beginning, and, you know, speak on my lessons and speak on my learnings. But it has been difficult, for the reasons that I said. But, you know, ultimately I'm pushing out. I'm not stopping until we have something like good quality that can be shared with you guys, to add to the arsenal.
Chemist, concrete evidence, blockworks, where we at with it? Still the same kind of creature, Lil Moochie, James Clay Jones III.
Shit, bro. Feels good to have my stamina back. Fuck.
I keep it funky with my focus, hunting with my poachers, slumping with the vultures, stockpiling with the brokers, baselining to the...
What's up, guys? I think this whole week has just been curveballs. I got my papers here. I'm going to a meeting right now. No idea how this came to fruition. Just reached out, not really thinking anything of it. We're going to be exploring ways we can plug in some of the solutions that I have, primarily in the sales aspect. I can't take you guys with me, but I'll keep you posted on the results. Looking forward. Good morning. It's Sunday. We're airporting again, and we're going to LA to get some work done on the ground. And I had a thought that most of the time when I pick up this camera and I talk, it's very spastic, like going from here to here, doing this, and I very rarely get into the details of what's going on. And naturally, it's because I'm inclined to keep things quiet. I believe that privacy is power, and what people don't know, they can't plot, they can't ruin. And there is this gap that I am slowly learning how to bridge between that and providing some value based on specifically what I'm getting done. And going to LA is really to get working with David again, hands-on, on a couple of bigger ideas that we have within the agency, which is essentially to reach out to some large brands, cold outreach ourselves, and pitch them on ideas that revolve specifically around the Jewish calendar, that will help them buy in to the Jewish market, around these ideas, around these holidays, because statistically the Jewish market is one of the most loyal market bases to invest yourself in. And there are many examples of this that you can find with Coca-Cola, for example. Any Jew who has a Passover Seder at home knows that Coca-Cola, the yellow caps on the bottles mean that it's kosher for Passover. And you have to ask yourself why such a big legacy brand like that would make a play and invest in a market that makes up less than 1% of the world population. So getting to LA, being hands-on with David, will really allow me to shoot through these problems or through these ideas, get these things out. Beyond that, we're going to be back in New York in a few weeks. And Bailey, who are we bringing back with us?
We're bringing Chase.
We're bringing Chase. He's never been on a plane before, so it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to see how we can make that easy. But Yeah, guys, I'm excited. Bailey always hooks up the best food. We made it. And I just gotta say, this is my first time sitting at the window in
2 years.
since me and Passenger Princess got together with it.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy.
I'm very bratty.
What's up, people? Back in LA, back in the LA pad, and I've been just spending the day unpacking, getting little, self-care, getting acquainted. I haven't flown on a Sunday in a while, and flying on a Sunday is really good for that because you don't have to like run in and rush in. Really, take care of yourself first and then dive into it. But I'm gearing up for the week. Took a little bit of a walk, filled up the house with some food, took a shower. I'm on 4 hours of sleep, so I'm definitely debating another coffee, but I wanted to talk a little bit about my feelings right now, which are I'm definitely getting the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure, and not necessarily in a bad way. Just there's a lot going on. There's a lot that I've committed to, and there's deadlines, and there's expectations, and there's responsibilities, and there's only one David. There's only one me to really take care of it, and I've been on this grind, on this tear, as you guys have seen in this video, although the travel kind of blipped it, but I've been literally at the desk, at the table, just in front of my computer, which I am right now. And I just want to tell you guys, I know what my task is, or in Hebrew you'd say tafkid. I know what my tafkid is, which is to take care of the task at hand, and I've kind of educated myself on how to take care of that task at hand. And that brings me to a very simple framework that I use to kind of understand where I'm at in a process, because I've been starting and cultivating and maintaining and even handing off different processes, especially in the past couple of weeks. Delegating has been a really new muscle for me to flex. And I'm going to read this to you guys. It's based on something that I saw, which is, if you're lost in your process and you're at a point where you don't know where to go, then your answer is education. If you're educated, then the answer is execution. And if you're executing, then the answer is consistency. And as long as you follow that framework, whether you're in plumbing, whether you're in electric, whether you're in real estate, in finance, anything, if you follow that framework, if you're lost, get educated. If you're educated, execute. If you're executing, then, sorry guys, I'm tired, then the key is consistency. That'll work. Break shit down, build it back up, revolving that very basic framework, and no matter what you're doing, you will see if it's either worth the time and you have a path to success, or it's time to pivot and do something else. With that, I'm going to dive into what I'm doing right now. I'll catch you guys. I'm going to make some steaks for dinner, I think, when Bailey comes back. I don't know if you can see, I look tired. Wow. Okay guys, little update. Hit the gym, had some breakfast, sat in front of the computer for a couple hours. I'm walking right now to the car, to Enterprise. Gonna pick up a car, conveniently a few blocks away from the house, get some sunshine, and I'm coming for you. If you're on my list, I'm coming for you. So we can cruise around here, close some deals, make it happen. There's a water shortage.
Oh.
Let me tell you what we're doing real quick. So, I'm not buying anything today, but we're going to Sammy's Cameras on Fairfax, because that is the mecca of camera stuff in LA, if you're interested. And I just want to see some options, because this vlogging thing is definitely getting pretty real. And I just want to see some options to replace this camera, because for your information, I'm filming all of this on a Canon Rebel T6i, which first of all is not even a video camera. Yes, some still, if you're in a background, sure, but it's mainly for still photography, I'm pretty sure. And second of all, this camera is like 8 years old. And I don't know, I know the quality isn't like top notch, like there's no kidding in that, but I definitely know that I do what I can with like the post and color grading and editing. So I just want to go in and take a look at some other cameras. I have my eye on like 2 of them, and I just kind of want to see what they feel like, because I'm a big believer in like physically manifesting if you can, you know, like go to a watch store, try on a watch, sit down in a dealership, in the car, like research this stuff, envision this stuff. And when I have a certain goal in mind for reaching with YouTube, that once I do that, I'm going to gift myself this new camera. So I just want to go take a look at it, and we're gonna drop off some film.
We are.
Yeah.
From Mexico?
Yeah, from Mexico,
Yeah.
from New York.
Those ones I'm the most excited about.
Amigos, I'm sitting in front of the computer right now, literally editing the video. I'm at the last bit of footage before this, and I already ran out of the pan from the computer screen back to the face, so got to get a little more creative with it. But I appreciate you guys for watching this till this far. I'm gonna stop hitting record, make some dinner, go to sleep, pick up the camera, and start all over again, because I'm back on it. I'm back on the grind. I'm gonna be on weekly uploads, Bezrat Hashem, God willing. I really appreciate you guys for being along this journey so far. I think when I started, I was at 24 subscribers, and now I'm at 70. Who's counting? But I am, so thank you. And I know this past video was like a bit of a arts and crafts project, different ideas, and, you know, kind of really trying to put together like a 3-week timeline in a cohesive way. So, gonna do better. Appreciate you again, and Laila Tov.